Hello. Hello. Okay, there we go. All right, you guys, welcome back to Who Said That? Yet another episode, you guys. We made it to episode 2. You already know what it is and what it's not. Okay, you guys. So before we get into today's episode, I want to do a little reminder on what the episode is about. So this is a podcast where we bring on different guests each week and we have an honest conversation and a place where people feel seen and heard and a place where there's no filters. We keep it real, raw. It is what it is. And we keep it honest and we just have honest conversations because I feel like we're slowly losing the whole idea of what it is to be a walking human because of how social media is itself. So I wanted to create this podcast where we're able to just be ourselves and just be real and raw, you guys. So welcome to another episode of Who Said That? I'm your host, Juan, and today I have a very special guest, you guys. This is my best friend, my Pookie Bear. And before I bring her out, I just want to say that I'm so excited for this because I have so many questions to ask her. And I know she's a bit nervous and stuff like that, but I told her it's okay. Like, let's chill, let's be good. Like, it is what it is. But other than that, you guys, like, subscribe, share, whatever you need to do. And I hope you enjoy this episode. So before we get in, we'll put out a disclaimer like I am going to do every episode because you just never know. So the disclaimer is the views and opinions expressed in this podcast are those of the host and do not necessarily reflect the official policy or position of any other person, agency, or company. Any content provided by our guests are of their opinion and are not intended to malign any religion, ethnic group, club, organization, company, individual, or anyone or anything. Thank you. This is solely our opinions. So with that being said, you guys, I would like to introduce my new guest of the week, Bree. How are you?
How are you?
Good. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Let her get situated, you guys. Okay.
Period. I'm here. What's up, guys?
Okay. How are you feeling? What's up?
Feeling good.
Okay. Are you nervous? A little bit. Okay. Fair. Okay, guys. Before we get into it, I'm gonna let Bree introduce herself because obviously you guys don't know her, but I do. So therefore, let's introduce her a little bit. So I'll let her have it. Go.
What's up, guys? I'm Bree. I'm here. I'm ready to talk shit. You know, it is what it is. Like my friend said. Give me all the questions you got.
There you go.
I hope I don't hurt no feelings, and if I do, well, I guess you just gonna have to heal.
Oh, period. I guess. Hail on the other side of the camera. Okay, I know that's right. Okay, so yeah, this is Bree, you guys. So let's get started. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna be looking down on my phone because, like I said, you guys, I have all the questions in my notes section. So let's say how it goes. Okay, but before we get on it, what's been on your mind lately? Like, how's life been going and stuff like that? Because it's been a while since like we've actually like hung out and kind of thing. Besides like little hangouts and stuff like that.
Yeah, true that.
But
life's been good for me.
Okay.
Can't complain, honestly.
I
got food on the table. Bills are paid. My fiance is happy. My kid's happy.
Period. You know? Yes. Okay.
Enjoying life. Every weekend we got something planned. We always, here, there, everywhere. Having a good time wherever we go, to be honest.
Period. That's good. Okay, so now that you said a fiance, that's different. That is very different. That you're saying that now, at least, kind of thing. In the sense of whenever we first met, you guys. So now we'll dive into like how we met and stuff like that. Our like encountering was very like random. It was very random. At this time is when I had Facebook. I had Facebook. I had Facebook at this time. I don't have Facebook now, you guys. I do not catch me on Facebook. I do not like Facebook. But let's see. So yeah, I had Facebook at this time, and then I remember we were friends on Facebook, and then she had posted something about like traveling. I remember this so clearly. I remember you, posting something about
I was
traveling.
in my travel era.
Yeah, you were in your travel era when we first met. Like, she was everywhere but Georgia, you guys. She was
Literally.
everywhere but Georgia. And so I remember us meeting because I commented under her post, I think it was. And then we started like messaging back and forth. But what was funny is that same day, no, not even the same day, but I think like a couple days after the fact that we had chatted for a little bit, you had asked if I wanted to hang out. Because we were gonna go to your friend's, I forget her name. It starts with the A. Angelica's house.
Yeah.
We're going to Angelica's house, and I remember that night. And then it was just like after that night, like I'm telling you, like I don't know what it was.
Yes, you're right. Every day.
Every day after that, mind you, I had never met her before. We've never talked.
Like, it was to the point where like I couldn't go eat without him. I couldn't go to the store without him. It was like
we were like to the hip. Yeah, it was always like I'm talking about like I would wake up and then I would wake up to a message. I was like, "What are you doing? Literally. What are we doing?" Like kind of thing. So we would hang out every day, you guys. Like up to the point that like everybody knew like we were always together, kind of thing. It was never like a question and kind of thing.
Eventually got to the point where I was like, "Why do you even have to go home? Why don't you just stay?"
Yeah. So we would literally, I would literally be staying at her house all the damn time, you guys. I was integrating myself slowly at that point. But yeah, that's how we met, literally. And then after that, like it was unstoppable. We did so much together. We experienced so much together. Like, it was so crazy.
We definitely healed a lot of our like traumatic past in a span of like a couple months.
For sure. Yeah. Because whenever we met, you were going through a little like hiccup kind of thing. And then I don't know if you want to talk about that or not, but let's see. She was going through like a little hiccup and stuff like that. And I really didn't even know about that until you told me like after, like a couple months after the fact that like that's what you were going through and stuff like that. And then stuff like that. She was going through like a heartbreaking kind of thing. She was going through like a breakup. That's better lack of terms. There we go. She's going through a breakup, not a heartbreak. But yeah, she was going through a breakup with her ex, I guess. And then she was putting on. You were putting on for sure though, because I would have never expected that you were going through a breakup for sure at that point. But then like obviously at that point, like I don't think that we ever got to the nitty gritty of it all kind of thing.
Not really.
Until like months after the fact that like that was going on kind of thing.
And then you were like, wait a minute. You look back like
like damn, like you was really doing it kind of thing. How did you feel at that time though? Like what was going through your mind when you were going through the breakup kind of thing?
I think it's kind of one of those things where like, you know, when you like kind of distract yourself from a situation that you go through, right? That's kind of like your escape. Gotcha. I feel like that was like you were that person for me, like, and it wasn't no like, oh, let me go fuck with this person or let me go do this, or, right? You know what I mean? Like a lot of the times like people will jump into like another relationship or another dealing with somebody else. Right. It's like more so like, hey, like you trying to go for a walk? Or
we did start off like that. Yeah.
You trying to go fucking out to eat? Yeah. You know what I mean? It was always like something like actual, like genuine, like healthy.
Right.
You know, so.
I guess like going back to like that timeline, how recent was the breakup then whenever we first met at that time?
It was probably... like I'd say like a week or two.
God, that was okay. I never even knew that until now. Okay, a week is crazy. Okay, that is that's okay. Okay, that's crazy. So at that time, like you were still having contact with the person?
No.
So there was no contact, no nothing. Like it was over kind of thing.
Yeah,
out of mind, whatever it was, kind of thing. Okay, that's good. At least and stuff like that. At what point did you think that you were, I guess, finding yourself a lot more in the sense of like that was over? Like you were like, I'm not thinking about this person anymore. I'm not even dwelling in it. Like the past is the past. Like at what point did you feel like that?
Honestly, I would say maybe it happened around like January. I would say roughly in like June, July. It was kind of like, okay, like I'm really not like that's it. Like,
that's it. Yeah.
You need to just get the fuck over it, bitch.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Got you. Okay, so at that point, you were just like, okay, whatever, I don't care anymore, kind of thing.
Pretty much.
What solidified that for you? What mindset? What was going on?
I feel like I traveled a lot, and like traveling really, really like opened my eyes to a lot. Right. Like I was settling for literally the bare fucking minimum. Sorry, who said that?
Who said that?
Me.
No, for real. Not her, though.
No, but for real, it was like when you like experience different places and like, you know, you actually get to know like other kind of cultures. I'd say like people going through hard times. Like you really sit back and you look at like what you swear you're going through.
Mm-hmm.
And for me, that's what it was. Like I visited like Mexico often.
Yeah.
I was going, you know, different places, and I just would see like kids that, you know, they were eating or they were homeless, like stuff like that.
Right.
Kind of like was like, you're really stressed out about
over the
something.
little small
yeah,
things.
that's
Yeah.
so little, and it's just I feel like a bunch of that kind of led me to be like, okay,
Get over it.
eventually, like I wasn't. It wasn't something that I just wasn't thinking about.
Right.
Anymore.
That's fair, to be honest. Okay. And then at that time, though, like, how long did you guys date, though, with the person? How long was that?
A year, maybe.
A year. Okay. That's not too bad and stuff like that. But I see where you're coming from in the sense of like why I guess you were feeling down kind of thing. Because I feel like for me, like whenever like you stopped, well, I think it's different because you guys were actually in a relationship kind of thing. But I think that for me, like in the sense of like whenever I talk to guys and it goes like a different way kind of thing, and not like the dating, I'm not hurt of the fact that like we didn't work out. Like I'm hurt of the fact of the embarrassment and then the time that we've wasted, because I hate wasting my time. I think that that's one thing about it, and then that's why I really don't like talking stages in general, because at the end of the day, girl, like what are you talking about? Like we're gonna talk for a week and then all of a sudden we're not like compatible and we're just like, okay, we just wasted each other's time.
Like we didn't just like get that close.
Like yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, let's and I hate that hypocrisy too, because like let's not act like we weren't having good conversations. All of a sudden we're not a match. Like okay, but I think that that's goes into also like how the dating scene is now. I feel like it's super like wishy-washy in the sense of like people aren't really willing to commit anymore.
Right. Nah.
Kind of thing. People aren't willing to commit because of the dating apps. Dating apps have ruined everything because so many options out there. Like what are you talking about? Like we just had a good conversation, we just had a good day, and then all of a sudden like nothing from you.
Yep.
Like it's crazy. Now you're on to like the next, I guess, that you think is better than me, but there's really nobody better than me because like
I'm me, bitch.
like I'm me. Like hello, like question mark. But yeah, but that's more so like how I feel with that. But I don't know how it would be because I haven't like really like experienced like a breakup where I'm like you know, like kind of thing, you know. I
think I'm a very like feeling like emotionally like feeling towards like if I'm around somebody for so long, like their problems become my problems.
Okay, period.
If that makes sense. Like,
yeah.
I really feel for people, so I feel like when you do me dirty after I just did everything I did for you,
right?
It's kind of like, well, damn, like a slap in the face.
Yeah, and I can testify that is so true because for you, in your case, I feel like you do love and you lead with empathy a lot in the sense of like you always see the good in people, no matter how many times it is that they've messed up or like they've done something and stuff like that. I think that you always see the good in people, and which is good. But obviously, I think that now, in the sense of like how I see you now, I think that you've been good about creating boundaries on that kind of thing and stuff like that, which is good because I feel like boundaries are always needed, you know, kind of thing.
They're important.
For sure.
Knowing your value and being able to be like, I don't fuck with this. I don't like this. It puts a lot of respect towards you.
Yeah. And then straying away from that conversation and stuff like that, because I don't want this to revolve around the whole like that breakup and stuff like that. What piece of advice would you give to someone who has been in a breakup recently or something like that? What would your advice be? Yeah. To somebody going through a breakup.
I think, in all honesty, you have to very much, I hate to say this, but be selfish in a way, because when you start to care for yourself and like love yourself,
right,
and put yourself first, and care about you really, you start to attract people who really do care about you.
That's so true. Yeah, it's like you align different because I feel like the universe itself is waiting for your energy to be balanced out and actually feel what it is to have self-love. Because I feel like when you have self-love and you're just worried about your own lane and you're not actually like tuned in to everybody else's lane kind of thing, it's like when things start changing for you. Because I feel because I feel like most people like nowadays are always like, I'm in my own lane, like this and this and that. But baby, like we know deep down you're like worried about everything else too, kind of thing, you know, which is okay. I'm not saying that, you know, you don't have to be worried about it. But I think that there needs to be a cutting point in the sense of like not comparing yourself to everybody else. Love yourself and know what you bring to the table, kind of thing.
Everybody's situation is different, but I feel like definitely care about yourself first,
for sure,
and be a little selfish first before you can like be like, okay, this person really loves me. Because how do you know they love you if you can't love yourself first?
Right. That makes sense though, and stuff like that. You know? But that's a good piece of advice and stuff like that. But like on to like the next stuff, you guys, and stuff like that, because I don't want to stay too much in the heartbreak era kind of thing. Because like, bitch, what are we gonna do? Like cry? Like what's next kind of thing. But let's see. Okay, like in general though, like so much has changed within like the years or since we last like, you know, been out and about kind of thing. You're engaged now, you're a mommy.
Period.
And you're grown, you're just grown. Like all around, like you're engaged, you're a mom. Like what's going on, like what's going through your mind at that point? Do you think that you would have seen yourself at this point in life compared to like other eras that you've had?
Eventually, yes. I always like envision myself like with a family, like having my kid, like, you know, just like doing family shit, like, you know what I mean?
Like, you've always been family oriented. You've like, always wanted a family and stuff.
I like my fiance and my daughter are like the fucking world. Literally, there's nothing I would not do for them.
Period. But, okay, I know that's right. Okay, we'll start with your engagement because, like, obviously, like, let's get into it. How did you and your fiance meet, and where, or like what's going on? Like, what was that about?
So my girl decided, me being toxic, decided she wanted to be with somebody before me.
As if we didn't have nobody else before, like
literally. But we're not talking about that. No, I'm just kidding. Anyways, but my girl, I knew her for quite some time. Her family, I worked for her family.
Right.
I knew her family pretty much for over the time, and I ended up meeting her through her dad and her stepmom. She presented me to her, and at that time, you know, we were both doing our own thing. But eventually, she did end up moving up here to Atlanta, where I was staying and I was working, and then kind of worked together. Didn't realize we were working together until we like started paying attention that like there's other fish in the sea.
Yeah, period.
But anyway, so then after that, we just always talk shit to each other, honestly. Like I'd always mess with her and she'd always mess with me. And then eventually, like, she just kind of flat out said, "Hey, I like you." And I was like,
period. How long? Okay, so like how long did y'all talk before that happened?
Before that happened, it was about a year and some.
Ooh.
I'd say.
Okay, so you talked for a year, which is good, you guys, because like I said, like going back to what you said, right? I just said like recently, talking stages nowadays don't really last that long. Like everybody wants to either you marry me or you don't. Like jump in, like let's go kind of thing. But baby, like hold on.
No.
So that's very like refreshing to hear. At least how you guys took your time and you guys talked and you guys experienced whatever you guys needed to experience during that talking stage and stuff like that. Because I feel like that's really important.
Yes.
And so I think that's what solidified you guys together kind of thing and stuff.
Yeah.
So like you talked for a year, and then I guess like you guys were mutually understanding on like where the feelings were at kind of thing. Okay.
Yes.
And then at least like now, like in a sense of like when you guys talked, do you think that like did you want to wait that 1 year, or like before that did you know that she was somebody that you were like interested in before the 1 year mark?
Before the 1 year mark?
Yeah.
Honestly, I was very like, I knew that like everything like this girl did was like, oh my god, like you're fucking perfect. But I'm like also like, Brie, don't get ahead of yourself, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Kind of, you know, once you've been heartbroken, you're kind of like on your toes about like, okay, well, let me not take this, or you kind of see the red flags and stuff like that. So for me, it was like, damn, like, are you ever gonna show me a red flag, or do I like, or am I just like not seeing it? You know?
Yeah. And then I guess like you into the red flag thing. Do you think that do you think that past relationships like really like not messed you up, but like messed that up for somebody else that was coming like after that? Like, were you always looking for the red flags?
For sure. Okay. I feel like, yes, it does mess you up. Although, or at least me personally, I feel like having the red flags that I was given before, and then the heartbreak, whatever process, it kind of makes you like look, like always see it again, like to the people ahead of you. I tried to tell myself a lot, like, hey, like, really, like, don't self-sabotage this just because of that, or you know what I mean? So it kind of got to that point where I was like, no, like, I'm gonna give this girl a shot, because this girl was pulling up, picking me up, and this girl was taking me out to dinner, you know what I mean? Like, this girl was putting in the effort, so it was like I had something I've never had before.
Which is good, honestly. That I think that having her wear the pants in most situations, I think, and not taking over, but taking control in a slight bit, I think that's what really like solidified things for you, kind of thing. I could think, because like, so you were so used to, I guess, in the past being the one who was taking control of everything, kind of thing. So that was kind of refreshing to you, and I'm glad that you gave yourself the time, because look at you now, like, girl, like I see you now, and I'm just like, damn, like, period, like, she found her person, like, she's engaged, like, this is crazy, she's stepmom, like, girl is grown, like, girl is like on the grown era, like, kind of thing, and stuff like that. What's the most beautiful thing about being with her?
Oh man, I think honestly, like, the fact that she's so like forgiving, and she's so like always willing to like talk things out with me, always willing to be there. Yeah, like, I give that to her 100%. Like, we have an issue, and like, we're solving it, and like, she's, you know, she's very caring, nurturing with me. So that's
good though, because I feel like we need to step away from the games. I feel like we need to sit down and communicate.
Somebody
like,
did you just be real, like, and not feel like you have to be like on eggshells.
Yeah, because I feel like you guys have a good relationship in the sense of like, when you don't like anything, I feel like you're very comfortable enough to bring it up, kind of thing. Most and not feel like, oh, this is about to start an argument, kind of thing, you know, which is
like,
good.
Oh, like, let me not talk about, like, I never feel like, okay, let me not talk about this.
Yeah. Which is good, honestly. I like that for you.
I feel like we became friends first before we became lovers, so it kind of also helped that like now I'm very much like, okay, you're my best friend, like, you're really like the person that I could literally tell whatever to, and
that's good. I love that for you and stuff like that. Okay, so like, now that we're on the topic of being like engaged and stuff like that, what is something that most people who are engaged don't talk about enough?
Oof. That they don't talk enough about?
Like, what's something that you've seen there being in your like engaged stage that you're like, whoa, like, this needs to be talked about more, like, because that's a commitment, obviously, and it's in itself, that's a huge commitment and kind of thing, you know?
I think for me, it's been, I would say, like, the whole, like, in the whole process of, like, from when you start the engagement, like, you think people will show up the way you would show up for them. But it doesn't really go like that. I'd say. In the sense of, like, you feel like the people that you care for, that you would do for, and that you would, you know, congratulate and celebrate, and the da-da-da-da, but you don't really get it. And I feel like you see it a lot in that stage.
Got you. Okay. I feel you on that. Okay. I'm getting an understanding of what you're saying and stuff like that. So so you didn't, I guess, like, because you haven't announced your engagement. You haven't.
No, I haven't.
You haven't. I haven't. Like, on social media, you haven't, at least.
I did like a Facebook, you know, engagement.
Yeah. I wasn't able to see that, you guys.
Because my friend
I'm not on Facebook.
I forgot about that.
But hey, I love that though. Oh, how did the reaction come on that on Facebook?
Got a lot of congratulations and stuff.
Okay.
On it. Yeah.
Period.
It was cool. I'm not very much a like post it everywhere,
Fair
live
enough.
it.
Bitch,
Like,
I would have been posting anywhere and everywhere. Girl, what's up?
But
me engaged,
everybody for
bitch,
sure,
ring.
everybody for sure knows. You know what I mean? Like,
everybody does know
yeah,
though. But I feel like you
like-
also like announced it to your close people
Right.
that you actually cared that to know kind of thing, and everything
Right.
else is just like falling behind kind of thing.
Right,
Which
right.
is good, to be honest, because you're very private with your life.
Yeah.
You are very private with your life and stuff. So
I just feel like what they don't see and know is not something they can evil eye or like.
yeah,
You
that's
know
so
what I
true, you
mean?
guys. Because
Or
people be
ruin.
envious.
Yeah.
People do be envious. So I like that
Yeah.
though. I like that you keep
My
your.
friend taught me that.
I
You
did
feel
teach her
me?
that, you guys. I did teach her to be more secretive and more private with her life, because I feel like if you just lay out all your cards on the table, girl, like
Yeah.
you're
just-
gonna get decked out, like
Yeah.
kind of thing, you know. So that's good and stuff like that. What have you learned about your partnership with her through her? What you have learned? Yeah, what have you learned from your partner
Oh man,
now that you guys are engaged and stuff?
how to be patient. Really, that's a big one.
Period.
She used to tell me I was patient, but I'm like, where?
Bitch is blowing up. Bitch is blowing up in the bag, like
Literally.
going off.
Literally. And I feel like she's definitely like kind of been like that, like gentle reminder, like person, like, babe, it's okay, things are gonna be fine.
Right.
You know what I mean? And I'm like, no, like kind of
That's good.
on the go.
Yeah.
But I feel like she definitely calms me down in that sense.
Right. Okay. Fair enough. Okay. And then at one point, did you think that the engagement was something that you not needed to do, but wanted to do? What solidified that? How about that? Because like I said, like engaging is like a commitment. Like, but what solidified that you were like, okay, like we're stuck now?
So before her, I was like, yeah, no, fuck marriage. Like, never doing that.
Right.
That wasn't even in the picture. But like I said, she literally like crossed off everything on the checklist. And I was like, and she was actually in the same boat too. She was like, I never wanted marriage before you. Like, and honestly, it's nothing but a piece of paper, and I get it, but to me it's more like the security that it brings for not just, you know, like the fact that, like I said, like the whole picture, like just to kind of paint a picture. It's not that. I think for me now it's more so like the security of like knowing that, like, you know, I got you, like I got you, babe. You know what I mean?
That's good,
like
though.
You don't have to worry about
Excuse me.
on your own, like being on your own, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So-
Who did you consult with during your thinking process of engaging? Like, who did you talk to that was you were like, hey, like I'm thinking of doing this, like what do you feel like?
Man, I feel like
Or did you just sit on it on yourself?
I sat on it
And
on
you just
myself.
bought the ring and was just like, I'm doing it.
Yeah, pretty much.
Period.
It wasn't something that I needed somebody else to validate for me.
Period. Growth. Yes. I love that. I love that. I love how you worded that. Yes. You didn't need anybody else to validate that because you sat with yourself.
Right.
And I like that because I feel like that's like someone who is fully healed and is loving what they're doing and a part of, you know, kind of thing, will say that.
Yeah.
Because I feel like now you didn't need any validation from anyone. You sat on yourself and you know what it was. You saw what it was, and you were like, no, I'm doing this. Like Bree wants to do this, so now I don't need anybody else's approval,
Right.
kind of thing. You know.
Yeah.
Besides her parents, obviously, and your parents, right? Kind of thing, like, you know,
Yeah.
and stuff like that. But that's so good, though. I love that you're engaged. Congratulations! I
right.
can't wait for the wedding because
Yes,
that's gonna
I
be
is.
big. That's gonna be super big, you guys. Like, this is gonna be like a big wedding. Like, I already see
is.
it. No way, it is what it is, and stuff. So congratulations on that and that
Thank
era
you.
and stuff
Thank you,
like
thank
that. And you know, you being engaged and stuff like that. Obviously, before that, you became a stepmom first.
That part.
You became a stepmommy. She became a mommy, you
I'm a mommy.
guys. So like, what was going through your mind through that? And becoming and entering that kind of thing, because obviously, like, you knew when y'all were talking that she had
A kid.
Yeah,
for sure. I feel like my baby was 4 when I met her and I
Right.
came into her life. And of course, like, I knew her prior, so I didn't like meet her when she was a baby, but actually full on, you know, being a part of her life, it was, for me, it was kind of like like, it was not like, oh my god, she has a kid, like
Yeah.
a terrifying moment. It was more so
Good.
like,
You were never scared of it.
let's go, like, you your mama didn't take you to McDonald's, I got you, girl. Like,
period.
let's go. You know what I mean? Like, it was kind of like your mama said you can't have that. I got you, girl.
Yeah.
You know?
Okay. So
it
you stepped
kinda
up to the role.
It just fell in.
Whatever.
Yep.
You
like
never
that.
had any doubts about it. You never were like, is this something that I want to do?
It's something I feel like I've doubted myself in the sense of like, am I a good mom? Am I a good fit?
Okay.
Like, you know? But in the sense of like not being able to do it, no. I'd say I was always like, it was a like almost like something natural for me.
Yeah, it just
like,
came.
It just was like
what it was, and she wasn't a stranger either, kind of thing, because you've encountered her before, kind of thing, and stuff like that. So it wasn't like something that you kind of thing. But now that you're like a mommy and stuff like that, you've like established a relationship. What do you think has been? So what's something that's been harder than you thought than expected?
Back then?
Yeah.
I think parenting in general was kind of like
new, right? That was new to you.
Yeah, most definitely. It was kind of like, you know how you prepare yourself like you're about to have a kid, like, okay, we're about to have a kid, like no, it was like, boom, you're a kid. I mean, you're a parent.
You're a parent now. I'm a mom now. Hello. Like, basically.
So you kind of have to so like you kind of have to just like jump into this role that you're kind of like, am I doing this right? Like, does anybody have the book to like read? Like, I'm not gonna lie, I was like chat GPT and like what to do when a kid is crying at 7 years old. You know what I mean? Like, you kind of learn as you go. But I definitely was like, back then, what I know now is you definitely have to be your kid's friend, somebody they can open up to, but also be able to be that person that, hey, like, I need you to straighten up.
Yeah.
You know?
Which is good.
But also be able to give them that comfort of knowing that whatever they're going through, like, they can come to you about too.
Yeah, fair enough. Okay, and with you saying like in the sense of like allowing your child to be your friend and have that relationship, but also creating boundaries in the sense of like, hold up, you need to shape the hell up.
Yep.
Did you ever feel like, because that, I guess, like, because obviously like your partner had the baby with somebody else, it is what it is, kind of thing. Did you ever feel like, okay, hold on, like, I can't like tell you what to do, kind of thing? Did you ever feel like that, or like did you ever feel like you couldn't be like as hard as you wanted to be, or like did you ever have that kind of thing going on through your head?
It definitely does. You're kind of like you're stepping in front of like somebody that doesn't really fully know you,
right?
But also you're kind of like, I felt like I knew that this is where I wanted to be. So it was like, for me, it's either I correct her here and now, or later on she's like treating me like shit and not respecting me. Okay. So it was challenging at first to like be able to be like, hey, or like the first time I like popped her, I'm like sitting there crying myself. Like, you know what I mean? So it kinda,
like in situations like that, like at what point did you like pop her and you were like, okay, hold up, like I'm not even like, like hold on, like who am I, like why am I doing that? Was I supposed to do that? Yeah, was I supposed to do that kind of thing? I definitely feel like I've gone through that, but now in the sense of like, if I tell her to do something, like, she respects me, she gets up and she'll do it. Yes, ma'am. Boom. Okay, period. You know what I mean? Period. So it's like we've definitely worked towards it. And then, of course, like, kids are going to be kids. Like, she always had, like, she also deals with school. She deals with, her own stuff. Problems. She's a kid. She's growing. She's growing, you guys. And I feel like she has a childhood to live. Come on now, children are going to be children. Like, it is what it is. Let your children have a childhood. I feel like we need to stop trying to ruin that childhood and stuff like that, obviously.
Yes, that part.
Yeah. Because, like, come on now. Yeah. Which is good, honestly, and stuff like that. And then, obviously, like, okay, so obviously, like, when you got introduced to, like, her, was there any like the relationship being rocky at the beginning? Was it rocky? Like, in the sense of like, did you struggle with like saying like, hey, you do need to listen to me, or like, hey, like, I am like your mom's girlfriend, like, kind of thing? Yes,
I feel like there was definitely times where like we had to like reassure her of like how things were, right, in order for her to feel like, I'm not here to be against you. I'm here to like guide you. Yeah. In the sense of like, sometimes like I know, you know, dealing with divorce and stuff like that, or separating of your parents, like that can be hard. Like that plays a huge role on like how you look at other things. So I didn't want to be that person that she looked at like, damn, fuck you. Like, you know what I mean? Like you came in and like took my mom. Like, no, that was not the case.
That's not the case. Yeah.
So it's kind of like something that I always have to like make sure she understands that like me and her mom aren't against her. We're with her. So we're there to guide her. So I think now she's kind of understanding. It's literally like something we could face tomorrow, and that's not so even it's just the reassurance. We're all human, you know.
We are, yeah.
Being that she's 7, like she has a lot of feelings, she has a lot of emotions, like there's a lot that she still don't know how to actually manage.
Yeah, but she will like eventually be able to manage everything and stuff like
most definitely,
because girl is very smart and very,
she is
she's very smart and very like humbly, like you can just tell that she's very humble and she's very grateful for everything that she has around her, kind of thing. And that's a very good trait to have, because I feel like most children most children don't have that, and she has so much love around her, which is so good
anywhere she goes.
Which is so good. You guys,
she gets all the love,
for sure, and stuff like that. So what's something that she has taught you that you didn't have before?
She taught me how to be more vocal about my feelings, I could say.
Period. Okay.
I feel like I'm a very like, I feel a lot, but sometimes my issue could be not vocalizing what I feel.
Okay.
But with her, I don't like, if she does something that upsets me, like I vocalize it to her,
right,
so that she could be aware, and same vice versa. If I do something to her, she vocalizes that, hey, you made me feel a certain way.
Right. Okay.
So we kind of get to that communication.
That's good. I like that and stuff like that, because I feel like communication is always key, you guys. I feel like most people like communication, but you need to be able to communicate, because I feel like it'll go further, and then obviously like everything else was just like literally just grow and evolve and stuff like that, and flourish. That's the word I was looking for. Flourish, because I feel like without communication, it's just like, what are you thinking?
You're still going to be stuck in that same spot,
same little spot,
because we can't be grown and just communicate it.
There we go. That's what it is.
It's pretty sad, but my 7-year-old taught me how to do that.
7-year-old taught her to do that, to communicate a lot more better, which is good,
along with her mom, of course, too. But it's something that
and stuff. And then at least like now, so you're like in a better place, like in the sense of this is where you see yourself, this is what you love, this is the era that you're like, okay, thinking, I guess, like to like, I guess back then, a couple years back, would you have envisioned yourself being where you are now?
I don't think I was mature enough for it.
Okay, gotcha. Period. And stuff. Okay, you weren't mature enough. Okay, and then you just learned it, and then boom, now you're here. Girls finna get.
I think I had to go through what I had to go through in order to reach this point.
Fair. You did go through a lot and stuff like that, so that's very, kind of thing. And then on the topic of going through a lot, though, like growing up, how was that? Like, how was it for you growing up, in the sense of like who you are as a person? How was that?
Damn.
Like, being a part of the LGBT, like, kind of thing. Man. How was that growing up for you?
I feel like I was never very like open out there about it, obviously, because it was so like judged.
Okay.
Back then,
right?
I feel like now we live in a different era where it's like,
we're like,
that shit's like, period. I am
period. I support you.
Like I forgot, like, you know what I mean. So I feel like back then it was very much like I kind of had to hide like who I was. So once I did fully come out like to my parents, that's really all I cared about. And then from there, like I just flourished. It was like, I'm me, and this is what it is, you know.
How was your experience hiding yourself? Was that very like hard for you to go through?
I feel like I went through my tough little like coming out, but I think it's more so like everything leading up to that point, and then once you're like, I feel like once I was out, it was like, okay, like
whatever,
now what?
Yeah,
like, you know what I mean?
Like I'm still the bad bitch. Like, now what do you have to say now? Like kind of thing. I mean? That's so good.
I feel like
Yeah. Okay. Fair enough. And then I guess like the question is, now that we're talking about like identity and stuff like that, what sparked that for you? Do you think that that's who you were as like always growing up? Like, because you know the question on the internet is, you guys, are you born gay, or do you just, and like I guess you just
that's
are,
funny.
you know, you just experience something and you're like, oh, I'm gay now.
That's
kind
so
of thing.
funny.
Yeah.
I love that question. I'm like,
Yeah, I do that. I do too, though. But it's like a bit controversial because people are like, "No, you're born
Are
gay.
you
Like,
born
you
gay?
know you're
Yeah.
gay. Like, kind of thing. You were born out of the womb. Like,
Yeah.
but I don't think that's how that
That's not true.
works. I don't think that that's how that works.
Bitch, when I was born, I can't even tell you what I thought. Like,
Right. That's what I'm
you
saying.
can't even like, you, as you grow up, like you kind of like become your personality.
Yeah.
You know?
You just start becoming yourself because I
yeah.
feel like your brain chemistry starts like aligning to what it needs
Exactly.
to be as you, kind of thing, and stuff like that.
You can't just be born it. Like,
Yeah. So you didn't have like any experience that you were like, like, you know, I like girls. Like, what it is, kind of thing.
So I feel like this is bad to say, but when I was younger, I was like, I'd see like a hot mom and I'd be like, damn.
Period.
You know what I mean?
she was after the hot moms. If you were a hot mom,
like for me, it was like, damn, why am I'm like fucking 16, 17, and I'm like,
that's what you were
why
like
did
calling your
yeah,
attention.
like I'd be like, damn, like why is she like attractive, you know? And it would be like a damn 30-year-old mom, like.
Mind you, grocery shopping.
And that's when I knew that
you were like,
it
something was up, kind of
this is
thing.
it, yeah.
Okay, so before that, obviously that was like 16, 17. Growing up, guys never called your attention. Like, what, did you date a guy? Like, I feel like I've never asked you that actually through our friendship. I don't think that I've ever asked you that.
I actually did date a guy. I actually was telling her I dated him in like 3rd, 4th grade maybe. But this is so bad to say. See, like, this is where my feelings be coming in. I dated him because he was diabetic. And
really?
So
you felt bad for him? Because of diabetes?
Because and then he didn't have no friends, so like,
oh, that makes it worse.
Yeah, so I was
wait, how did you find yourself in that situation
I don't
anyways, girl?
I don't know either, but it was like, he was so nice. Like, I remember he would like go to the nurse because he'd have to get like his
his
sugar,
whatever it is,
checked, and he would come back with like crackers and stuff, and he would like share his crackers. So like,
that's so nice. I would have fallen too, though. Like, oh, you're sharing your crackers that are meant for you. Like, oh baby, like, actually we're together now. Like now, like right now. Like,
I don't know whatever happened to him, to be honest.
That's
after
crazy.
like elementary school,
and he got broke up. Like, you broke up with him. He broke up with you.
I don't know what happened. It was kind of like one of those things where like, I don't even know if we dated or what, but it was just like
something.
we knew what it was then.
That's so funny. And
then
after that, no other guys that you talked to, like growing up. Oh,
yes.
Okay.
And
how old were you then?
School.
Okay, middle school. Okay, so that's something that you remember.
Yeah.
Okay. How was that?
That one, I feel so bad because I used that man to hide the fact that I like girls. So yeah.
Okay, so with you, I guess using that relationship as a hide up and a cover up, you guys, you didn't do anything affectionate wise, not like sex or anything like that, because we're not talking about that. No.
It was more so like I think it was just like a kiss. Honestly.
It was just whatever kind of thing. Yeah, we're going on dates though. No. Oh, so you was using him as a cover up. You were like, no, baby, I'm not giving you my full attention. Like, baby, at school, yes, whatever it is, kind of thing.
It was not,
stuff.
yeah.
So you felt like you needed to cover yourself up growing up?
In that time, yes, because I was also like, I think more so for my parents. Like, I didn't want to come out to my parents.
Oh, okay.
So it was like, at the same time, my parents were very much like, no, you can't have a boyfriend. You can't have, you know.
Oh, okay. So they were on that. Okay, yeah.
So it kind of became where like, then, so my older brother, he's gay as well. So he came out and he, immediately they turned at me and they were like, what about you? And I'm like,
damn. Catch the straight real fast. Yeah, you're like, damn.
This ain't got nothing to do with me.
Right. I was about to say that. I was like, that has nothing to do with me, but like, go off, I guess.
Yeah, literally.
That's crazy.
So, yeah.
How was that reaction when he came out? Was it safe? Was it good?
No, it was pretty bad. I think for for a minute there, like it was bad. Like my brother ended up like getting kicked out. Like it was
Ooh,
a
okay.
whole like deal, right?
Right.
But eventually, like they kind of were like, "What the fuck are we doing?" Like,
period. Though
you kind of just, I guess, once you get put in a situation like that for them, it was like, okay, like it's either we like keep this front or like we lose our son, like you know, like,
which is good, and that really shocks me too that your brother got kicked out and stuff like that because of that coming out thing, because like
right.
looking back now at your parents, like girl, like they're so open, like they're so open. They literally will take you in as one of theirs. Like they're not judging you, they're not doing any of that, they're loving you, like they're showing you so much support for you and stuff like that. So when you tell me these things, I'm like, whoa, like they did a lot of like rebranding, like a lot of like, hold on, like what are we fucking doing? Like we can't be these people kind of thing, which is so good.
They took back.
I feel like that's who I think that's what really like made you who you are, because now you are like this person that you be your true self around your parents, like it was what it is kind of thing, you know.
I
and
feel
stuff like that,
most definitely.
So when was your first ever girlfriend, and in the sense of like after coming out, was your first girlfriend?
So it was this girl. She was older than me, but she we never actually dated. It was more so like we just flirted, and then eventually I started dating this girl that I like met through a friend,
right? And
from there I got like pretty much I stayed with her for a minute, and then it
worked out. But at that time you felt comfortable enough to be like, I can have a girlfriend.
At that time, still my parents didn't know that I was in a relationship with a girl.
Ooh.
Yeah, with my first girlfriend, they didn't really know.
So never like, she never came over your house?
Oh, she did, but they just didn't suspect
we're just friends.
Yeah.
They were okay, period.
Well, they probably suspected it, but they never really knew.
Like conversation kind of thing. Okay, so when was your first ever girlfriend that you were like, I can show you to my parents and be like, this is my girlfriend?
It was kind of like a like an ultimatum thing, where the girl that I was with, she was like, if you don't tell them, I'm gonna dump you, and that's it. And I was like,
I hate people like that.
Yeah.
Sorry. Yeah. Hate is a strong word. I dislike people like that, because what are you talking about? I have to show you to my parents now, because or else we're gonna break up. Girl, literally, my time is my time. Like, what are you talking about? You can't force me. Like,
if I could go like back to that time,
you would have done it.
I would have done that shit.
Damn. Girl, if you're watching this, now you know it, girl. She never wanted to come out to her parents. Log off, and don't ever force anyone else to do that ever. That's crazy though. Wait, okay, so now that we're on that, girl, because y'all obviously broke up, how long after that did you break up? Because that's so embarrassing, girl.
I was bad. I was down bad. I was down bad. She was like my first girlfriend, so shit, we were together for a fat ass minute. I think I was in like 9th grade, and then and then I think we split up in like 11th grade. Okay,
so you were in it. Yeah. How did your parents feel about it? Because you obviously told your parents, this is my girlfriend.
Yeah,
to stay with her.
Yeah. They thought that because she was staying over that I was gay.
Also, they already knew.
They're said, like, nah, y'all are staying in the same bed. Do you think that's why?
Do you think that's
like, no. Did you ever think about like she's staying in there because
we're just friends? Slumber party? Hello? Literally. Can we not have a slumber party? Yeah. That's okay. That's good and stuff like that. And then I guess like after that, we're just like in other relationships and stuff like that. Let's see. What does being a part of the LGBT community mean to you personally? What makes you feel like I can support this? Like, I'm a part of it. I am who I am.
I feel like for me, I'm not a very big like, hey everybody, I'm a lesbian kind of person, you know? Right. So,
walk up into the fucking room.
Yeah, because no.
Yeah, that's so true.
Like,
because I hate when a bitch be like, "Oh, this is my friend," and they're gay. What are you talking about? Like, that's my moment. Like, what are you talking about? Like, I'm pretty sure as soon as I walked in, they know that I'm gay.
Like, that's so out of pocket. Like,
it is out of pocket though. Yeah.
But anyways, like, I'm supportive of like you be you. You know what I mean? But like, for me, like, I'm not very much like everybody has to know like it's not like a hey, I'm Brie, like I'm gay kind of thing. Like,
Imagine.
no, for real. But I also feel like there's a lot of people out there that once upon a time were in the shoes that I was in before coming out. So I feel like it's definitely not something to like hurt yourself over.
Yeah.
But definitely once you do, I feel like once you first get that validation from like the people you love,
Right.
or even without getting it, it could be hard.
Got you.
For me, it was a little hard, you know,
Yeah.
get my parents to be like, okay, cool. It's something that you kind of just like, okay, well,
Yeah.
what do you want me to do? Just
Right.
freaking act like not me?
Yeah,
You
which
know
is
what I
so
mean?
hurtful and stuff like that. But I feel like that's a common thing in like Hispanic communities, because
Very.
I feel like for my case, in my sense, I feel like yeah, I am who I am and kind of thing. And like growing up, I was always myself.
Yeah.
But I think that obviously like I can sit here right now and just say honestly, I really don't know where my parents are with it.
Yeah.
Because I remember, funny story, you guys. I came out to my parents in 2021, recently actually. And the only reason why I came out to them was because I was like tripping balls off LSD, and I remember going through like emotional time. Like I was crying that whole trip. I had a bad trip.
I don't think I remember hearing
No,
this.
I don't think so. But I came out to my parents in 2021 because I was off a tab like LSD, and I don't know what it was, and I should have never took it because during that time I was in a depressive era. I was going through huge depression. I was like off of medications and stuff like this and whatnot kind of thing. And I remember my friend just starting to be wanted me to be a guinea pig to her new, I guess, shipment and stuff like that. No names or anything like that. But she wanted me to try out her tab, and I was like, okay, yeah, like yes, let's do it and stuff like that. And then I took it. It was going good though. Like the trip was going good itself and stuff like that. But like I don't know what it was. Like all of a sudden, I don't know what it altered in my brain, but I just started like crying.
Mm-hmm.
But then again, I think that I was crying also because I was letting go of my emotions that I was going through that time, because I was going through so much shit that time. It was so
And
bad.
especially if you're like hiding it, like,
and I was
in the
hiding
back of your
it.
head,
Yeah,
like, it all comes like out in that
literally.
in that vulnerability that you go in under that.
Yeah. So then like I remember like crying, and I wouldn't stop crying. So I remember telling my friends to just take me like home.
Mm-hmm.
And then as soon as I got home, like literally I'm just crying. My parents are like, what's wrong? And then I was like, no, I need to talk to you guys. Like I just need to talk to you guys. Like it is what it is. And they're like,
This is
what?
serious.
And then they were like, why are you crying? Like tell us right now. And I remember just sitting there on the floor, and then they're sitting on the couch, and I'm just like, I don't like girls. Like I just don't like girls. Like I'm attracted to guys. And I remember them just like looking at me, and they're like, okay, but like, why are you crying? Like, girl, it's never that serious. I remember my mom just saying that like it was okay, like whatever. And then my dad, I remember saying something like, you're always gonna be my son. I'm always gonna like you. Like even if you bring a girl one day or like a guy not the next day, like it is what it is kind of thing.
Yeah.
But I think that one thing that like really confuses me still to this day is because like after that it was never talked about again.
Really?
Yeah.
They just, I mean,
which makes me very uncomfortable because like,
because like, can we talk about it?
Can we talk about it? But then again, like I ask myself, can we talk about it? But I don't know how we're gonna talk about it because I don't know how to bring it back up.
Yeah.
But I think that they've
Well, at least-
suspected.
Yeah.
Because girl, like I remember one time I used to not used to, but yeah, I used to have this very, very close guy friend. His name was Ev, and he was this white guy. And I'm talking about like we would hang out like every day, girl. Every day. Like I'm talking about like every day. And I met him on my job and stuff like that. And we would hang out every day to the point that he would be like over my house and like would sleep there.
Damn.
And we would be in the room and stuff, like just me and him, obviously.
Yeah.
And I knew my parents, like maybe in their head they were like, what's going on? Like this is not like kind of crazy. And this was just recently too, when I turned like 3 years ago. I think this happened like after, was it after I came out? Yeah, I think it was after I came out whenever we started our friendship. And then he would be over and I would pick him up and he would pick me up and we would just like hang out kind of thing.
Yeah.
And then he would be over my house. I totally forgot about this. I have so many videos of this guy too, but we completely like drifted and stuff like that. I think it was what it was kind of thing. But yeah, I remember. And then he would be over my house every day, girl. But I think
But
that
that's good though, because your parents didn't like hurt your feelings.
I would hope not, because I would be like, girl, we're not even doing anything, because we wouldn't really do anything.
Yeah.
We really didn't do anything, but the relationship itself was very weird.
Yeah.
Because we would be laying in the same bed under the same cover, but we wouldn't really do anything. We would just sit there and watch stuff and just talk.
Yeah.
So it's like more so like we were just enjoying each other's
Like a
company.
friendship.
And it was friend kind of thing.
Yeah.
And we were just vibing.
Was there any kind of like flirting?
Oh yeah, there was a lot of flirting,
okay,
always.
okay.
But there was never a point where like we were like, are we gonna kiss? Like we never got to that moment.
Never?
Which I'm glad, because I don't know how I would have reacted to that kind of thing. And he was attractive, like man was attractive for real. But it never got to the point where we're like looking at each other like,
And not even one besito.
no, like ever. But it was always to the point that he would be like, when am I seeing you again? Like, why haven't I seen you and stuff? And this when I was working at an ice cream shop. When I was like, I work at an ice cream shop. Yeah. So he would always be like, when am I seeing you? When am I seeing you? Kind of. Oh yeah, for real, come get you an ice cream. And I'm talking about like he would religiously wait for me like after work though. Like he would come in actually and sit down while like I was closing, and we would like leave work together, and he would come over. We would hang out, grab food and stuff like that. And then like after that, like man, I don't know what happened to him, but he just went downhill after we stopped talking for a bit. And because también he was very bad, you guys, because he would literally sneak out of his house, and his parents were very, very strict, especially his dad.
Damn.
He would sneak out just to come over to my house, which I probably should have never let him do, because it got to the point that his parents like knew about me, and they literally were like, you cannot hang out with Juan anymore.
Damn.
Yeah, they gave him like, they grounded him for like a couple months, where they took like everything away from him and just kept him at his at home in his room. It was either like going to work, school, and that's it. Like you couldn't see Juan. It got to the point like he told me Lee, like literally it came from him. My dad doesn't want me to see you anymore. Like we can't hang out, we can't be friends.
Damn.
Like
And have y'all not rekindled from it?
No, I don't know.
What happened to him?
I don't know
like
what happened to him. I do not know what happened to him. And I kind of feel like, girl, like where you at, like and stuff like that. And I haven't been able to find his Instagram either. And I haven't been able to find his Instagram.
His name. I'll look him up on Facebook.
Yeah, but you're out there, like baby, like I miss you. Like come home. The kids miss you. Come home. Like
my friend needs you.
No, it's not even that I need you. You were just so cool. Like he was so cool though. But like that was his name. His name is, I was gonna say the last name and stuff like that, because like it is what it is. But yeah, I remember that. And then he even came to my birthday dinner. I have a picture of him. I have to show you.
Yeah,
he came to my birthday dinner, and my family was there. My family was there. My aunt was there. My mom, my dad, and my sister was there, and everything. And he was like sitting next to me and everything, like super close. Like he was like putting the hand around me when we took pictures and everything. Like it was crazy.
Just did job.
And his
like
parents was like, no, we're not crazy. Like letting out be friends. And then that's when it started getting rocky, because either his parents came to the terms where like, the only way y'all can hang out is if he comes over. And so I would go over to his house. But then it would be awkward, because like
then they're just staring at you.
They're just staring at me like, bitch, like
y'all can't go to the room.
We couldn't go to the room. No, we couldn't go to the room.
Real?
But another reason why they did that too is because he was like into like drugs, like kind of thing. So because like he was always with me. And they never physically met me, I think that they thought that we were doing them together. Gotcha. Which we weren't doing them together, you guys. I was not doing no fucking drugs. At least not the drugs that he was doing with his other friends. Like, girl, like, no, I was not doing them drugs. He was like doing some like shrooms and all that kind of stuff, you know, and I wasn't into that. Like, you know, I'm not saying I'm sitting here and say that I haven't like smoked a joint and stuff like that with him and stuff like that, obviously. But I'm just not into like the shrooms, like the LSD and stuff like that, especially not after my bad trip and stuff like that. But yeah, but at least like now I just don't know where my parents are with all that kind of thing. And I think that's like what has ruined my brain chemistry, in the sense of like wanting to take somebody fully serious. Yeah, because I don't know how they're gonna react if I just come with me like, oh, this is my boyfriend. But like I want to be that badass bitch where like I just bring my significant other and be like, hey,
and what if they just don't give like
this is my brother? Then I don't care. Then what? But I know that they would give I just don't know how they were gonna react for me to be like, this is my boyfriend.
Just pop out with a
just
boyfriend.
Pop out, yeah. Because even then with my sister, like with my dad, like it's it's been a lot more easier to navigate. Like, she'd be asking me questions like, who do you talk to?
Yeah.
Like, are you being a hoe? Like, what's going on? And then I said,
like, damn.
not being a hoe body wise, but I am being a hoe talking, because I do have a bad habit of talking to a lot of guys, but
you're just trying to see.
But you have to keep your options open, you guys, because you just never know and stuff like that. But recently I haven't really met anybody like who I've been like, okay, like, let's see something. But I would like to say, like, in the sense of like, there's only like, no, yeah, there hasn't been anybody recently that I'm like, okay,
Yeah.
like, you know, we'll see where it goes, kind of thing, and stuff like that.
Yeah.
You know, and stuff. Been like, I guess, like, taking time with, I guess, like, it is what it is.
That's
kind of
good.
thing. Yeah, taking my time kind of
Don't just
thing.
jump into
and
it.
I'm just like, focus on me kind of thing. And if it happens, it happens. I'm not sitting here and saying that like I don't have like someone in mind where like I'm like, okay, like I am actually intrigued, because I do. I have somebody in mind where I'm like, okay,
You could be.
we can be in something,
yeah.
and we've been navigating that and stuff like that. But I'm not going to get too much into that because I'm very private with my relationships, you guys,
Yeah.
and stuff like that. So yeah, but you know who you are, so it is what it is. But the world
Period.
doesn't need to know what it is,
And that's it.
and that's it.
And
But
that's all.
yeah, so
That's
yeah,
all.
it's just like whatever. But it's been a lot more easier to navigate it with my sister and stuff like that, because she'd be asking me like what it is, and she's actually met like guys that I've talked to.
For real?
Yeah, and she's been cool.
Yeah.
She's been cool. It is what it is. Like, I'm like, okay, period. Like, you're an
Yeah.
you're an ally, like
Yeah.
you're an ally kind of thing and stuff
Hell
like
yeah.
that. Yeah,
That
which
makes
is
it
good.
better.
And then I guess just going back into the topic of you, like, what do you wish? Because we're still like on the topic of identity and stuff like being gay and stuff like that. What do you wish people better understood about same-sex relationships? Because I feel like times have changed a lot
Damn,
on
that's
what
a
you
good
can and
question.
can't do. Because supposedly we're influencing the children, you guys. Allegedly, that's what they're saying. We're
No,
influencing the
literally.
children.
Oh man, it's so funny you say that. So me and my fiance are like working up something that is a little private right now, but
Okay.
we did go through like our I'd say like a psychology therapy in a sense, where me and her attended it, and that was the topic, basically what you just asked. And the psychologist pretty much stated that like there's kids, or like when you have a kid, and like it's almost like people don't realize, but it's always referring to like male and female,
Right.
and they just assume that.
Yeah.
Like, I think that's like so like cringy in a way, because
Okay.
they make it like that's always the deal. Like,
Right.
nowadays it's not the fucking deal. Like, you know what I mean?
Right.
Like, you got people who you would have never thought like they would be with same sex and whatever, right? But I feel like when you have like, per se, like my daughter, she goes to school, she's in a public school, there's other kids that obviously refer to like their home being mom and dad or whatever, right? So she's referring to her home being mom and mom. So I feel like at first for her it was different, because she didn't know of anybody who was like that around her.
Yeah.
Until she started opening up about it a little more,
Okay.
and come to find out like there's more people, and she loves it. Like, she sees it and she's like, damn, like, you know, like, you got two moms too.
Yeah.
You know what I
okay,
mean?
Period. So she's following her little like group.
Exactly.
I love that.
So I feel like a lot of the times like people don't realize, but like it's not, everything's not hetero. Like,
Hetero, yeah.
you know what
Everything
I mean?
is not hetero,
So-
you guys. Let's get out of that. Like,
I think that's something
it's
that
okay to be gay. It's
Yeah.
2025. Be
Like,
gay. Be who you are.
it's time to just
Like,
accept it.
It is. It's so time. Like, come on. Let's
Yeah.
stop trying to be like, oh my god, you're gay. Ew. Like, bitch, what are
Literally.
you talking about? Like, yes, I am gay.
At Donald
but not
Trump supporters, but
yeah.
yeah.
But hey, like, yeah, that's that. Y'all voted for this, man. But anyways, let's see. Okay, so now like, okay, so you are comfortable with who you are now, and you are able to be like, this is who I am. I accept
Yeah.
myself. It is
Oh,
what
yeah.
it is.
100%.
And stuff. Okay.
And that was another thing too. Like, the psychologist was very like, how do you feel about that, you know? And for me, it's kind of like, I mean, y'all don't fucking pay my bills, so I don't really care what anybody says about, like, towards it. So I feel like that kind of gives me a little bit more of like, I'm comfortable where I am and who I am. So
good. Love
I don't
that.
have to sit there and, you know, paint a picture.
Yeah. Don't ever paint a picture,
for
you guys.
somebody
Be real to who you
that don't
are.
do shit for me.
Yeah.
But
At least like now, as we move into like the topics and we start closing out on the podcast episode, what's something that you would tell your younger self if you could go back? If you could just stand in front right now, in front of your younger self, what would you tell her? And it's kind of like, damn,
I'd be like, bitch, hold on tight, because you're about to go through it.
Yeah.
But honestly, I would also say, I'm sorry for letting you down, you know?
Mm-hmm.
In a lot of situations where I didn't put myself first.
So always tell her to put herself first.
And always,
stuff.
yep.
Period. I love that.
Yeah.
I love that. Okay. I know that's right and stuff like that. So we have a couple more questions, you guys. I keep looking down my notes because, like, girl, like, we need to have some sort of structure. Hello. Let's see. What's something... Okay, yeah, because it's like 2025 now that we're on topic of like giving yourself version of what advice would you give your younger self at this point. What's your most unpopular opinion right now in these current times? What's your unpopular opinion? What are you thinking about?
Damn. An unpopular
Yeah,
opinion.
an unpopular opinion. I feel like mine, I will say it right now, is and then I'll let you like
Please
think
say
about
it.
it. Yeah.
Please say it.
Mine is the whole idea of I guess like people who are in their 20s, like 22, 23,
Yeah.
still using Snapchat. That's my unpopular opinion.
God.
I feel like we need to stop using Snapchat after we graduate. Not even after we graduate, but in high school. No, I think that I'll cut you guys some slack. But
I'm not gonna lie. I think that I have to jump on yours.
Yes,
Yeah.
I think that's a big one right now. I feel like after high school, you guys, we shouldn't have streaks. We shouldn't be on Snapchat uploading every moment of our lives. At some point, we need to create some sort of like privacy.
I got mine.
Oh, okay, period. But that's mine.
But yeah, that's a
we
good
shouldn't
one.
be using
I
Snapchat, and I
agree.
hate when a guy is like older than me.
Can I have your Snap?
And can I have your Snapchat?
I cringe.
I haven't opened my Snapchat since 2019. Like, what are you talking about? Hold on, let me find out my password. At that, like, that's where I'm at.
Recover my account.
Let me recover my account just for you. Like, no,
That's
I'm
so
not doing
funny.
that. Like, I just don't like that.
So oh my God, so mine would be like, you know, whenever like people like will get on. So I have a Facebook, but like really like I get on it to like repost stupid shit.
Yeah.
But like people will literally like, what's on your mind when it asks that? Like in the status, they'll be like, does anybody know the square root of this? And I'm like, dude, like, why can't you just go to Google and like look that up? There's just like certain shit that they go to
Right.
Facebook to ask other people when they could just easily look it up.
That's fair. But
Like,
another reason, that's another thing
know,
of
like,
mine. That's why I've never done Facebook, because I feel like people on Facebook be so dumb.
They do.
Like, bitches be posting on their status talking about some nonsense, or like when they go through something they be like posting it. Like, girl, I do not like, I don't know why I treat your social media as like diaries.
Yeah.
Your social media is not your diary.
No.
It's not your diary. Like, you need to be exclusive to your identity, you guys.
Yeah.
Like, let's be secretive. Like, and I'm not saying that everybody has that trait and stuff like that, but I don't know how someone can literally put out every business. Like, for example, like this week, I saw somebody put me in their close friends of somebody at school, and girl was talking about some like, can one of you guys like buy this MacBook off of me because I don't want to go back to jail. I don't know the backstory about it. I guess she was in jail, but girl was trying to sell her MacBook in order to I guess to save herself from going to jail. I guess she needed money.
She needed to go get a job.
But then on the second story on her close friend, she was talking about some, if I ever ask for anything, because you know that I never ask for anything, is if you guys can help me with some money because I don't want to go to jail and stuff like that. And that's another thing too. It's like, damn girl, like y'all putting y'all business out there for real. And I get it. Like some people actually get so much out of putting their business out there, and like I guess like venting and stuff like that, because there's people out there who will actually help you and support you, but that's just not my thing, you guys.
Couldn't
So
be
that's
me.
why, yeah, I really don't like that kind of thing and stuff. But straying
That's
away
funny.
from unpopular opinions, and then I guess like closing out, because we're slowly coming to the end of the podcast episode, you guys. And then, like I said, I will be ending off every episode with a question and just a reflection wrap up. And that is, if someone's going through what you went through, what would you say to them right now? Or like a simple message that you would want someone to take away.
I feel like be selfish and put yourself first.
Period.
As long as it makes you happy, do it.
Period. Well, you heard it here, you guys.
Yeah.
Again, you guys, Brie, thank you so much
I love you,
for
baby.
joining
You're the
me
best.
and literally coming on here and giving me a conversation, a genuine conversation, because like not a lot of people want to do that nowadays.
These are the conversations we used to have like right before falling asleep.
literally
Those times when I would tell him to stay the night. But yeah.
literally. And I just wanted to create a space where we're able to do that, where I'm able to bring on somebody and just have a genuine raw conversation right then in the moment, you guys, because
Yeah.
I want anyone who sees this to be able to relate to everything that we're talking about and being like, okay, like me too, actually, kind of thing and stuff like that. But thank you so much, and thank you so much for opening your space and just allowing me to record in here and stuff like that. So I thank you for that. And you guys, thank you for tuning into this episode. If you made it out to the end, thank you so much for supporting this special project. It was long, but hey, you made it through and stuff like that. Subscribe, like, comment,
definitely show
and
love.
I'll see you guys next week. And honestly, you guys, that's a closing right there. I'm your host, Juan. And again, thank you so much for tuning in. All right.
Thank you.
So see you guys next week. Bye.
Bye.